Hello, Servus, and welcome to the I'll Go for a Run channel. Today's video comes from here, snowy Weilheim, the hills of Gurgel and the forest around it. The topic I want to talk to you today about is how to become a runner. And by runner I don't mean somebody who is athletic or a professional runner or anything like that. I mean somebody who does running regularly. To become a runner, you need to form a habit. Forming a habit is difficult. That's the tricky part of all this thing. Some people start by setting a goal, like I want to become fitter, I want to lose weight. But we humans, we are super bad at optimizing long term. We want instant gratification. So if you set a goal like that, it might become counterproductive. Going out for a run for 1 time or 3 times doesn't make you lose weight or make you fitter. A long-term habit does. So finding the right type of goals to start with. Setting process goals like I want to be running every week at least twice. I want to be able to run longer, might be a result that can happen quite quickly. And so on. Creating that kind of goals can actually help you. Otherwise, creating goals like 2:30 marathon will just always be there as a reminder of something you failed to do. And instead of motivating, it's going to be exactly opposite. What I think is the most important thing is talking about friction. You need to remove all possible friction from going for a run. It's very easy to want to go for a run when it's sunny by the beach in perfect weather. But when it's cold and wet and you didn't sleep, it's much more difficult. But that's the important part. Going when it's difficult, because that will form a habit. So thinking about things like where is the friction coming from? I think it's a great idea to buy a couple of pair of running shoes for different weather, different styles, something you really like. Okay, let's talk about cold. How to fight cold here in the forest. Buying a weatherproof jacket like this one here. It's very thin. It keeps all the moisture, wet, rain, wind out. I only have a t-shirt under here. I don't need anything else. That's a must. Second thing, possibly the most flexible clothing item you can have is good gloves. These are Salomon running gloves. You don't need to be those, but something very thin makes a huge difference when you have something in your hands. And these are the easiest items to take off when you get too warm. You don't want to be hot while running either. Second thing, headlamp. Having a headlamp removes darkness. Having a good one removes friction. Don't buy the cheapest one from Amazon. Get one that works for you. I have one that has battery in the back and light in the front. Gives the balance. It's easier on my neck, especially when I run ultra marathons. I need my neck to stay in shape for many hours through the whole night. get good gear, invest in front a little bit, remove the friction. I went so far as in the early stages of my running career, I bought a USB powered shirt that has a battery in it that allows me to turn heating on, and it turns automatically off when I get warm. That meant that every time I went out in very cold, I was warm. Some say that's stupid, but it removed friction from my running. I think it was worth it. When you start, it takes some time to see results. Although there's an interesting effect called newbie gains by weightlifters especially, where the very first training sessions give you a lot of gains. It actually applies to running as well. My first runs were under 2 kilometers long, but very quickly I was able to run 5 and longer. Getting up to 10 kilometers comfortably doesn't actually have to take very long, as long as you're consistent. So enjoy the newbie gains, play into that, be happy that you're improved. And that takes me to the next point, track your progress. To me, a key purchase was a Garmin watch. It doesn't have to be Garmin, but whatever it is, it automatically tracks your progress. Running is very complex subject to track, and if you try to do it manually, it becomes overwhelming quickly. But these modern fitness watches, they do it automatically for you. A deer. Which is really cool. The only thing you need to do is chuck it on your wrist and go for a run. And it tells you, oh, today was the longest run you've done. Your heart rate was lower today than last time. It's really cool. Worth an investment again, in my opinion. Okay, a couple of other tips. If you haven't tried yet, try audiobooks while running. Especially if you run in the city. Get a pair of open headphones so you can hear the traffic, so you don't increase danger. And get a Storytel subscription or buy audiobooks wherever you buy them. And you might find yourself going for an extra lap just so you can finish the chapter, or even heading out for a run just so you can take time to listen to your book. That happened to me. I mostly listen to non-fiction for work, but of course that's just one way. The other tip I would recommend you to try, if you're a very beginner, try one of the AI coaches that create you a little bit of an idea of what the workout could be. I don't like the ones that create a workout schedule and full program, because again, life comes in the way, and when you fail to do those things, when the AI says you should have done them, it just serves as a reminder of failure. But I particularly liked the Garmin AI coach for 5K and 10K that I used at the beginning of my career. What they do, they try to give you a workout and they come straight to your watch. So when you head out, put your headphones connected to your watch, it might tell you, now 2 minutes, run faster, now 5 minutes, run slower, and so on. It gives you a little bit of variety to the running, so you don't always do the same thing, not always same loop, same run. Another thing I find extremely fantastic about running, while I do acknowledge I'm quite privileged, get lost. I have no idea where I am at the moment. I'm somewhere in the forest near home. If you have the possibility safely to get lost, find new places, find places you haven't been to before, even in a city, it doesn't have to be in a forest, do it. I find it amazing when I go to a new city to do running tourism. I go and run around, find new places. Of course, I need to remember to stay safe. With Garmin, I have it currently tracking my run. So at any point, if I don't find a way back to a road, it's possible, I can tell the watch to say, take me home. And it starts navigation back to home. And I will find home. So it's completely stress-free to be in the middle of forest alone, talking to a camera. So I just found a road. I've probably been here before. A road. I think I recognize the place. I'm gonna go this way. So take a look what your smartwatch provides. Do some structured workouts. Something that's more interesting. And then register for a park run for a goal race. Park runs are extremely beginner friendly, very welcoming, and it's not actually a race. It's a thing where you can just go jog or walk. And nobody looks down at you if you're slow. Nobody cares how fast you are. You can just go and enjoy. But it gives you concrete targets. I personally got into doing a lot of races, but never fast. I'm always bottom 50%. It doesn't bother me at all. Each race just gives me a target to aim to. I can find a thing to do and train for. I really like it. I race only against myself, never against anybody else. Compared to my previous sport of Taekwondo, running is fantastic in the sense that for me to win, nobody else has to lose. When I compete against myself, especially, a faster running time doesn't take it away from anybody else. Whereas Taekwondo, somebody else has to be defeated for me to be winner. I really love running. It's a kind of it's a habit for mental health and everything. I've gone to places I would never get to experience otherwise. Especially mountains. I've completely fallen in love with mountains and I want to do more and more. I want to do longer races because I want to see places I would not otherwise get to. Let's talk a little bit more about motivation and excuses. It's quite important to find a way to tell the difference between a reason and an excuse. Especially when the motivation is low, it's very easy for your mind to come up with excuses. But sometimes there's reasons, especially about low energy, injury, pain. Sometimes pain should be taken very seriously and give your body time to rest. Sometimes the pain really isn't that big of a deal and you can go for a run. You have to learn it yourself, but be careful. Getting injured can set everything back. Another very typical excuse is bad weather. I don't want to go, it's bad weather. It's almost always bad weather. It's always some way. It's too hot, too windy, too cold, too dark, to whatever. But it's important also to understand that sometimes there's a reason of bad weather. It might be icy. Going to run when it's icy doesn't make any sense. It's gonna break your feet and legs, and then you cannot run. To eliminate bad weather as an excuse is to be prepared. I understand that going for a run in the bad weather is not a problem of the weather, it's a problem of clothing. Buy yourself a jacket that is waterproof and windproof. It's meant for running, like this one I have. It's expensive, but it will get you out the door. Don't buy the cheapest one. You will just hate the running because it doesn't feel comfortable. Try to check things from discounts, Black Friday discounts, or something like Zalando has a good way to filter discounts in sports. Stalk them and find the good stuff when it's cheap. Get good gear. Investment in the gear is worth it. You might as well enjoy it. There's nothing wrong in buying stuff that you like the look of. It's more likely to go out if you think you look cool when you go running. There's nothing wrong with that. Where are we? I think I know where I am. I'm gonna go this way.